Chantal is now a tropical depression after moving onshore just near Myrtle Beach right around 4 a.m. here on our Sunday morning. Now it continues to weaken out over the Carolinas, specifically tracking over North Carolina, bringing some decent amount of rainfall for that area. But this is expected. It is going to continue to weaken as it tracks off towards the north. In fact, taking a look at our satellite and radar, you can just see how it's kind of losing a little bit of energy here over the past several hours. But we still have inflow kind of kicking in from the south out towards the Outer Banks. And as this tracks out there towards Virginia, we're still going to see that rainfall pile up in those areas too. So it's not a full-on hurricane type flooding rains, but definitely messy weather, especially along the I-95 corridor through the Carolinas. This is the end of the 4th of July weekend. I'm sure there's a lot of people traveling on those roadways out there, and it is not going to be a very pleasant drive whatsoever for them. Meanwhile, we're looking down towards the south and west. You still have the inflow coming in behind it. I'll get to on that and more in a second. But here's a look at that rainfall forecast just around Raleigh. Actually, you can see several inches, especially just west of there. But even places like Norfolk and heading out towards Maryland, inflow on the right side of this is still going to bring some scattered showers throughout the day here on our Sunday. And here's a look at that wind forecast. As I mentioned, those breezy conditions out near the coast. Those gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour. Additionally, as this kicks on by. Now, let's look down towards the south into the Jacksonville area. Of course, First Coast News, always keeping you posted here around Jacksonville and the First Coast. Big thing here today is that southwesterly flow. We look at it one more time. We can really see this fire up some storms as we go ahead through the afternoon. So you get that daytime heating, that instability with this kind of inflow wrapping in behind Chantal. Still bringing some showers across the state of Florida, and this would be right around dinner time. Looking at some decent thunderstorms in the Jacksonville area. The breeze does continue to move offshore, and that means that rip current risk is going to be down a bit, comparing to what we've seen here yesterday here on our Saturday. In fact, I talked to our former chief meteorologist here, Tim Deegan. He did a little bit of surfing out there this Sunday morning. He said the waves aren't that bad, the surf's okay, but there is a strong littoral current meaning how the water is flowing along the course, and he says it's moving pretty strong. So it's one of those days where, let's say you do go in the ocean, you're a strong swimmer, you get out there, you look up, you see your friends, and then a few moments later, your friends are like 200 yards away from you. It's almost like you're flowing down a river. So just stay out of the water if you can. I know it's the 4th of July. You want to go out there and cool off. Plus some rough surf offshore for the boaters, too. Still about 3 to 5 feet. Looking at the bigger picture, though, outside of our tropical system, out towards the Atlantic and the main formation area, we actually have a lot of dry air setting up coming off of the Saharan, a.k.a. the Saharan dust. That is going to keep any storms in the near future and even the next few weeks, it looks like, from forming up fairly quickly here. Just a lot of dry air suppressing any of that. So good news for now. Things are going to calm down just a bit after Chantal does weaken out. Peak of tropical seasons not until September 10th specifically. So always keeping you posted here at First Coast News and at firstcoastnews.com. If you want more information, check out our Hurricane Central as well. I'm continuing to post updates there as well as some information so you can track these storm systems yourself. I'm meteorologist Robert Spett. As always, stay safe out there, friends.